guys, today we are going to be doing an antique slash thrift haul. This is all furniture, home decor pieces, and we're also going to be upcycling or flipping 3 of the items as well. If you are new here, I am Emily. I am a mom who loves home decor, thrifting, and a good DIY project. Let's get started with the first thing I found at an antique store, and that is this adorable little chair. How cute is this little chair? I don't actually know if it's an antique, but I did get it at an antique store. And I am not upcycling this one today because I can't decide if I want to leave it the wood or maybe paint it. I thought it could be a fun chair to paint, especially because I would love to find maybe not a perfect match, but another sort of matching little kids chair just for the kids to use, whether it's at the coffee table or if we get a little kids table in the future. We've been thinking about it. Yeah, super cute. The next thing that I got is this basket. Now this is as I've been told by you guys, these are longer burger baskets. And my thrift store is literally full of these. I guess they're an Ohio thing, and I am not even joking. Every time I go to the thrift store, there's at least 3 or more longer burger baskets in different styles, and they're not priced super cheap. Like this was $10, but I loved that it had this leather strap. It obviously has this blue fabric and it is cute. My plan is to use this in Mila's room. I do want to do like a half board and batten wall with little pegs, and so I want to hang this on the little pegs. So I think I might just go ahead and remove the fabric and just have it plain like this. I think that's more me, but I wanted to show you guys because the fabric is cute. I just don't know if blue is like the color palette that I'm going for, but it is so cute. So anyways, what a cute basket. I'm like, I should start a longer burger basket shop. I don't even know how to say that. There's literally so many. I think I have 3 or 4 now. So I'm like, okay, that's a lot. I don't need this many. Before I show you guys the next item, I want to talk quickly about today's sponsor, and that is Blueland. Blueland is a company that makes cleaning essentials, hand soap, and things like that. What's super awesome about them is that they use no single-use plastics in any component of making their products, and they are vegan and cruelty free. Let me show you guys the hand soap they sent over because I'm actually really excited to use this for the first time. Blueland sent over this bottle, and this is how it works. You buy these little tablets and they each are different scents. There's like a lemon, eucalyptus, agave. So what you do is fill your forever bottle with warm to hot water. We drop 1 tablet into the water bottle, wait till it is fully dissolved, put our nozzle back on, and it is ready to use in minutes. You don't even need to shake it or stir it. It's just ready to go. Blueland is also EPA certified, so scientists have examined all the ingredients in their products and they say it is a-okay and good to use, and it meets all of Safer Choices criteria. What's really exciting about these bottles, you can also get cleaners and stuff like that, is I have this as my forever bottle. All I need to do is buy more of these when I run out. It's only $2 for a tablet. They also gave me a discount code for you guys. You can get 20% off all of Blueland's products just using the link down in the description box. And they're also shipping to the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. If you guys live in one of those places, you have to make sure you go check out Blueland. Let's jump right back into things. The next thing I found is another lamp. I know a lamp was in like my last one too, but I found this lamp. This thrift store is a little pricey, but it was $15. I still think that's cheaper than lamps. The lamp that I am looking at to kind of upcycle this and model it after, I think is like $70 or more. So 15 is still a good deal. I know I just got one, but I had to get it. It has little handles. So really, I just was like, oh my gosh, this other lamp that I got was only like $5, I think. I'm gonna upcycle this one. This one that I DIY'd to kind of be this black, distressed, I don't know if distressed is the right word, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I want this to be a slightly lighter shade. We're still gonna do the same sort of DIY with the mud, but I think I'm gonna like use some paint in the process. So you know what? Let's go do that now. I'm gonna be using this flat black Rust-Oleum paint. This is because we basically need like a primer that's gonna stick to this lamp material so that it doesn't just chip off. So using a spray paint first will just really have like a good base to work off of, and it's not gonna chip off. I'm going to take some of this French linen chalk paint because I have it on hand, but it turns out a little too gray, so I'm gonna add some brown into it. I have this burnt umber, raw umber, just to make it a little warmer. The color's looking very purple, so I'm gonna go over it again with just a new mixture. I mean, it dried really quick, so this has some more orange in it, less purple. I'm going to get some nice, gross, sludgy mud. Cute. You can wear gloves if you don't want to get your fingers dirty. Now I'm gonna add some paint to it. I think I'm gonna add the darkest brown. I'm totally making this up as I go. Just a little bit. Okay, we got some paint, we got some mud. I think I'm gonna add a tiny bit of water. So I've got my muddy paint solution. My vase is dry. It's very clay colored. So I'm basically gonna take the mud and I'm gonna try like stippling. Oh no, too liquidy. Okay, we're just gonna play around with it. I think we're gonna do some layers. It has dried. I was trying to make it darker on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is just wipe off some of the mud. Yeah, so some of it will come off. I have been messing with this thing for so long. I've added more dirt and paint right to the bottom. I've kind of used a tiny bit of water to scrub off some areas to look lighter. Like, I just keep messing with it. So I'm gonna leave it. We're just gonna call it good. And what I've never done, but I'm going to do this time, is do a clear matte water-based polyurethane coat on top of it. Everybody always asks me, isn't this just a dirty lamp or vase? Yes, it is, but I guess if I clear coat it, then it's technically wipeable and you could clean it. So I'm going to clear coat it. Are you guys ready to see how it turned out? Here it is. The next thing that I got is another kids item. And you guys seem to actually enjoy when I show the kids items, so I hope that's true. I got a Dolly bed. I was so excited to find this. It was only $5. It's so cute. So I have seen them and they're usually like pretty big. And this was a really nice, small, compact Dolly bed. And I actually did thrift a doll. Should I go show you guys? Always looking for good dolls, and there are some scary dolls out there. But I thought this one was kind of cute. I mean, it's maybe a little creepy on the camera, but overall, like, she's a cute little doll and she fits in the bed. I'm not gonna DIY it yet in this video, but I plan to paint this, and I also have like a little foam cushion that I wanna cover as like the little mattress for it. And then I do have clothes coming in the mail. Etsy actually has the cutest Dolly clothes. Since I got this doll for so cheap, I mean, they weren't that expensive, but I grabbed some clothes off of Etsy for this little doll. I'm already buying things for Mila that she won't be using for at least a year, but I couldn't not. I think I'm just gonna paint it like a cream color or something like that. Moving on, I got two sort of picture frame things. So the first one is this sort of antique frame. I got this at the thrift store and I actually liked it. I know I just said in a previous video that I don't love, what would you call this? Ornate, is that the word? I don't really love like ornate frames with big stuff, but something about this one, I really liked it. I liked the color, the tones of it, like that it still felt simple enough. So I can't wait to kind of get some sort of vintage print to go in here. Really pretty, and it was only like $3, as you guys can see, $2.90 something. Got that one. And then this one is kind of funny. I got this print. It was in this really big frame with this big chunky mat. And actually this print was a little bigger, but when I tried to take it out, it got ripped, which was a bummer, but it was like really in there. I found this print because I thought it was cool. Let me see if I can show you guys without the glare. I liked it. I thought it was cool and different. I knew I wanted to find a frame for it, so I ended up just getting this very simple little gold frame at the thrift store. Yeah, kind of hodgepodged two thrifted pieces together, took the art from one and a frame and put them together to have this cute little print. And I've been putting this up in my hallway so far, and it's really nice, little antique vibe. Moving on, we have another item that we are going to be flipping and making over today. Something I have been waiting actually a couple weeks to do, so I'm very excited. I got this little side table. I actually want this to go between my leather chairs, and this was $15 at a thrift store. Thrift stores can still be expensive here. A lot of people have asked me, how do I find the prices compared to Canada? And I feel like I've got some pricey thrift stores. Thrift stores are just kind of pricey. My antique store genuinely has some better prices than the thrift store, but this was a cool piece. And even on Marketplace, when I come across this stuff, they're usually like 30, 40, or 50. So the fact that this was 15 was still a better price than I've seen on like Marketplace. So we are going to just strip this down to the raw wood. I'm not gonna sand it. We're gonna use some citristrip spray on because they have that. Let's go outside and make over this side table. We are going to be using the citristrip. I've never used the spray on kind, but it seems easier. So basically you gotta shake it for quite a while and then spray it on and leave it for 30 minutes minimum, and then we'll scrub it off. It's been about 30 minutes. I have my gloves, steel wool pad, and I did actually add an extra layer of the citristrip because I was worried I hadn't put on enough. So then I just have a little bucket of water, and basically you just scrub it, use the water until it's done. It has all been scrubbed, and now we are going to spray it down with the hose. I know it's not great to get wood so soaked, but it's okay. Citristrip is hard to get out. To finish off my little side table, I wanted to try out using this white top coat finishing wax. This is my first time using finishing wax. We never actually sealed this dresser, although we want to do that still. So I thought doing a project like this, where it's just a thrift find, it wasn't that pricey, it's a good time to test out doing something new. Do you remember what it looked like before? And here it is now. The next item that I grabbed is this vintage high chair, although it's missing its like front, what do you call it? Front tray. And it also needs to have a few fixes. We need to add some wooden dowels to it. But what I loved is that this chair has like the same shape as my dining chairs. So we want to just paint it, and it is the perfect chair for my son Norman to use. What's great is like, it's like a chair, but it's nice and tall. So it's like its own booster seat for him. So when he sits in it, he's just nice and high right at the table, and we don't need a booster seat. He's just up at the table with us in this cute little vintage chair. So I do want to paint it, and we need to fix, like add some wooden dowels where the bars are missing. So I will be doing that another time, but not for this video. I can only do so many projects in a week, you guys. So that's a project for another time, but I'm excited to upcycle that little high chair as well. It is the last item. I got this big basket. Really nice and big. What I want this for is actually something I haven't shown you guys yet, but I may or may not, I have, bought a, what do we want to call them? An armoire, a cupboard. I am refinishing it right now, and that will be a whole video on its own. But I thought that something like a basket to sit on top of the armoire would be really cool and cute. So I found this basket and was like, this is totally the right size, what I'm looking for. But what I don't love about it is that it is pretty, like it doesn't really look like an antique. This was just at the thrift store. I don't think it's an antique. I want to try, because I've never tried this, I want to try staining this basket. I have this like weathered oak stain, and I want to see if it's gonna work. If it's a total fail, then I will have tried this out for you guys. And then you know not to do it in the future. I genuinely, as you know, have not done it yet, and I don't know if it's gonna fail, but I'm hoping that it can give it a little bit more of an antique look in color. Let's go upcycle this basket. For this basket, I'm going to be using weathered oak and a rag, and I'm basically just gonna dip it around and stain it and hope for the best. This basket, it's not really taking the stain. I should have like realized that this, it's like a straw, but it kind of has a gloss, so it's just like slippery. It's not nicely soaking in. I am gonna go over it again with an early American. I'm still kind of hoping that it might tint the color a little bit, but so far it's not exactly working. So guys, we're not gonna have a big reveal for the basket. It did technically darken the color. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is how it looked before, and here it is now. So it did deepen the color, but it is like it's been a whole day and the stain isn't soaking into the basket. Obviously, like it's not, yeah, it's not like taking the stain. So I probably need to like wipe it all down or something because it's just kind of like sticky with stain. So I think what would have worked is what I actually did to my dining table, which is like a paint wash. The paint still might not soak in as much, but at least paint kind of dries. So I think a paint wash would have worked. But the stain on this basket was a no. Oh well, better luck next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's thrift/antique haul and upcycle. Let me know down below which piece that I found or upcycled was your favorite. Thanks again, Blueland, for sponsoring. Don't forget, you can get 20% off all of their products on their site. Just use my link down in the description box. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. As always, you can subscribe for more of my everyday life. Follow me on Instagram at EmilyFaith22. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!